Hello everyone, this is Rakus96 here, and this is a Nerf review. This one is of the Nerf Deploy. The Deploy is clearly a deployable blaster, doesn't have many attachment points, but it warrants a review as the worst Nerf blaster out there, and I will go over why. First off, standard review point, we will go from the stock, work our way all the way to the muzzle or barrel itself. So moving on, like I said, this is the stock rear sling attachment here. The main weight of this blaster is about here down, so it's a little unproportional to actually use as a sling point, but hey, why not? Moving on, that's really it for the stock. There's nothing special. There's no room to store an extra clip. The only thing is this button right here lets you you press it and you can shrink the blaster like that for carry mode. That actually centers the gravity a little bit more to actually put her on a sling. So moving on is the grip itself. As you see, the grip does actually shrink up. As you can see, it goes up inside here, and then when you hit the deploy button, it drops the grip down. It's pretty comfortable. It's not outrageously small, and it's not too big. It does feel a little weird though, because there's nothing going on down here. But it's pretty comfortable for the size of it and the orientation of that. As you can see, it shrinks up and goes into a little hiding spot up here. As you can see right there. But other than that, it's a really cool design, and I like how they did the whole deploy kind of feature. If the blaster wasn't such a POS, it might actually, be practical. But moving on, up top they have a built-in sight. You can see the hole here, and then a little crosshair there for you, as well as a tactical rail on the top. A barrel extension, and this is pump action. By pump action, clearly this is the priming handle. Prime back, and then push forward to prime and fire the blaster. This right here, this whole obnoxious thing here, is the magazine well. So to insert the magazine into the blaster, we pull the priming handle back, put any magazine in. This is a 6-round clip with 4 zombie strike darts. Push her in, and then we would prime forward to fire the blaster. I will not fire the blaster because it is a little outrageous and kind of annoying. I'm not sure what's going on in here, what's being so loud, but I have not yet cracked the blaster open to see what's going on with the compression or anything. So that is how you insert your magazine. If you don't like the magazine well being here, you can always flip it up to the closed position. And then here we actually have the switch for the built-in flashlight it comes with. It comes with a built-in red dot sight. Because they are just so accurate in the Nerf world, why don't we just put one on a blaster? I don't understand why they haven't done this before the anything else. It's just like pinpoint accuracy. But if it gets in your way, you can't see over the blaster, you can press the deploy button, and it flips it to the side for you, so now you can actually use your actual sight. And then of course it takes any nstrike attachment, barrel extension. It even takes a brand new modulus expansion pack, or the modulus barrel itself. It does fit on here, looks a little goofy, but they fit on here. So now what I'm going to show you next is the shrunken version of this blaster. So like I said, you fold up, press the button right here to push in the stock, and that's as small as it gets. Now unfortunately, you cannot fire this blaster from this point. The priming handle is still active, as well as the magazine well, but once it's primed, there's no way to get to the trigger from underneath here, and unfortunately you then have to deploy to dry fire. And then the really cool feature, and this is pretty much where they got it from, I believe, in the priming handle here, there's an extra dart storage. You can slide one extra dart in there. As we know, the only issue is with the clip system itself, that is not an adequate, I can't even get it out. That's another issue here, is when you try to get the dart out of here, actually pushing the priming handle in to get it out. So that's an issue to me, as well as the priming door, or the access door is spring loaded and can only be accessed when the blaster is primed back. And you can open this all you want. Get a finger in here, clear jams, but as soon as you move, it just closes itself. To me, that's obnoxious. What happens if, you know, I need to leave this open, I need to get a screwdriver to clear a jam, or something like that. And unless you have nails, you cannot just push the door open unless you can grab it with something. So that's a little bit annoying. So now, for following my standard review format, I will go over the positives and negatives. Positive, really nothing. I do not like this blaster whatsoever. I got it for review purposes. And it's kind of bulky and is a little weird. The stock's actually a nice distance, so that'd probably be the only positive, is the stock distance. For me, I like being choked up on a blaster, but the only problem is this. You can see it wants to give on the bottom. That's just a plastic bending. So not a real good design there, and doesn't really surprise me with this blaster. But the negatives, the fact that this moves is a negative. I don't like that. The dart storage is just a complete piece of crap. It is the worst design I've ever seen. The priming of it is kind of cool. This access door, you can see me, actually, I'm honestly trying to get this open, is a real pain in the rear. Complete piece of garbage. I'm not even going to try. They put a tactical light on this. Complete garbage. It is pretty cool to have one though, but in the end, completely useless. The only thing that's actually not annoying about this blaster is really just the handle. It's a nice size handle. The trigger, it's not really lacking. As soon as you pull the trigger, you pull it about a quarter pull and it releases, which is nice. So you don't have to actually push the trigger in all the way. You can just push it a little bit, pull it a little bit, and then it fires the dart or dry fire, depending on what you're doing. So that is the review for the Nerf Deploy CS6. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. It's, as far as Nerf War practicality, like I usually do, this is nowhere near Nerf War practicality. This is the complete worst blaster you can even get. There's only one sling attachment, which basically makes it, you can fold it up, I guess use it as a secondary, but I mean, I wouldn't even want to go anywhere near this. I'd rather run into a Nerf War with nothing. Maybe I'll just, you know, bring a double shot or a double strike, and I'll run in there with that rather than use this POS. But yeah, that is the review of the Nerf nstrike Deploy. Like, comment, subscribe. My next review will be on a Elite DX, or I believe it's XD Alpha Trooper. I'm very happy with that. So looking forward to that one a lot more than I was looking forward to doing this one. But I've been wanting to get this review out for a while now, so I figured, hey, why not? I have the time. And so yeah, so that's the review. So thank you guys very much for watching. This is Rakus96 signing off with y'all. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.